What is up? All things entertaining here. We got the list. Yeah, it took a while because it's not loading up on my browser. So we're gonna do it this way. We got bunch, a bunch of hits here. So let's just jump right into it. So the first card is Orcust Harp Horror. Um, Not Babel, Harp Horror. It got banned. That's not a situation that people were seeing. Actually, let me do this real quick. Turn off notifications. Ignore group. Ignore group. Okay. For now. Yeah. Orcus Harpor. Also, we got Colossus. Was not expecting that, but I guess that it had happened if Master War 5 was going to be a thing. Kind of needed that to happen. Electromite, I guess. Why? For some reason, that's a thing. Pendulums actually needed help more than they didn't need help. To be perfectly honest with you. Ebb of the World Chalice Just card. I'm really glad I didn't buy this. I was actually thinking about cards to buy before Master Rule 5, and I was thinking maybe if they don't hit this card would be one of those cards, but nope, I don't need to do that anymore. Tempest Magician. FTKs are bad guys. Alder Entity Noted, or Alter Entity Azathoth. Yes, I've been saying that for a while. Mirage Dalio. That's actually significant in a way that you probably don't understand, but we'll get into that later. Brilliant Fusion's random. I don't know why that's here. If anything, since they banned Colossus, that card could probably come back to 3 and be fine. They just need to ban Seraphinite, and that's it. But I guess Brilliant Fusion. I guess there's some really insane stuff going on with Brilliant Fusion, the Konami's first season in the future that they don't want us to know about. Whatever. Engage. That's the kicker here. That's something that I wasn't expecting they would do. They are about to get new support. They're about to get a Link 2. They're about to get a new monster, but here we are. It's banned. It's at 0 cards per deck. That's interesting. Danger Nessie, but not the other dangers. Not Jackalope, not Tsuchinoko. Nessie. Dino Wrestler Pankratops. I mean, that's weird, but we'll go with it. We're kind of just copying the OCG in that way, but they have it at 2. So I guess they really just don't want this card in every single deck anymore. Servant of Endymion. They just repeated that card, okay? But Lithosashum. Praise be those guys who wanted Lithosashum back. It came at a really big cost, though. We'll get into that in a second, because I've already seen this list. Nothing Xyz or Synchro or Fusion or Link or Ritual-wise. Cardinamize. Cardinamize went to 1. That actually sucks for those True Diggles players and those Altergeist players who still play Cardinamize and the Yosenju players. For me, that sucks actually because I was really hoping this card would actually stay at 3. In Diagram, I guess this is just like them, just like, hey, we're gonna take care of Lithosashum first. We also don't want True Dracos to be the best deck in the format, so we're just gonna handle that deck too, which is fine. I totally see that. I totally foresaw that coming. To be perfectly honest with you, it just didn't really. No one really predicted anything for True Draco to be hit. I was thinking like, okay, maybe they're just gonna put like they're gonna reban Dynamite Knight or something like that just to check the deck a little bit. But no, they just decided to put Diagram at 1. So the deck is a lot more fragile. Into the Void. Upstart, basically better Upstart. Yep. Pot of Avarice. I picked up my 1 common copy from Astral Pack 2, so I'm fine with this. It's probably going to be abused in a lot of things. Sek is Light. I don't know why this is here, but Lord Darkness is not. It's kind of weird, but we'll go with it. And that's it for the spells. We got 1 trap, and it's Red Reboot. Kind of crazy. I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that big of an issue. I guess Konami's back on their like phase where they hit like really generic cards, and then they want people to play really they want players to play pretty linearly with how their decks are made. So, but I'm really surprised they didn't put Callabide the 1 in that case. So 2, Deep Sea Diva and Tour Guide from the Underworld and Mind Control. Tour Guide is fine. Deep Sea Diva is getting support, so that's fine. Mind Control, it's actually ridiculous how this card is actually being played. So, and we got a bunch of unlimits. We have Dark Arm Dragon to 3. Everyone saw that coming. Lady D-Bag, no one saw that coming. I bet nobody was seeing that coming. But I guess since they banned Mirage Dahlia, I guess it's fine that this card can probably come back. I think actually this could be a mistake. This card could eventually go back to 1 if we get a better Cyber deck. Morphine Jar 2. No one saw that one coming. I didn't even predict this card. I think it's way too good. I think it's really weird. But we'll work with it. Performance Damage Juggler. It wasn't doing anything here, so go to 3. Tribe Invicta Virus. I've been saying this since it was at 1 in the OCG. That this card could probably come back to 3 and not do anything. Kagari. Since Engage is banned, the consistency of the deck is not there anymore. So I think the deck has actually kind of really hurt. It's not. I think it's still playable, but the deck has to play a lot of weird, wonky cards for it to work. We'll have to wait and see though. Book of Moon to 3. That's actually kind of insane. I don't actually have 3 copies of Book of Moon. I should have prepared for something like this, but I didn't. Rank up the Phantom rank up Magic launch. Since Bardiche is still banned, sure, go for it. We got Solemn Warning to 3. That's good. We have the entire Solemn Brigade now. And we have Soul Drain. So, hand traps be damned, I guess. That's not going to work anymore. Hand traps are kind of in a weak position because now we have Callbite and 3 Soul Drains if we really want to play those cards. So overall, this list is really impactful for the meta, but I'm kind of worried about this list. What's going to be the best decks to replace the current best decks? Because this stuff is going to be really different. I think Orcust is still playable. First things first. I think Orcust is still playable because they can survive with the Harp Horror. They can survive with all that stuff because they have Symbol Skeleton. They have Brass Bomber. They're also getting that new Link. They're not like new Link. They're also getting that new monster that's a Foolish Burial. So it's kind of interesting how they're hitting that deck. So I think it's totally safe I think it's a totally safe call that Orcust is still going to be a very good deck. I think Salamangrease, despite Mirage Dahlia being banned, it could very well be one of the best decks still. Sure, they just don't have the powerhouse that is Mirage Dahlia, but they still have 3. They still have 3 Sunlight Wolf, and they still have Dark Hole on legs twice. So we'll have to wait and see. They also still have access to their trap cards whenever they feel like it. So there's that. I don't think Thunder is a deck anymore because Colossus was sort of carrying that deck. It wasn't really performing well as of right now, but it was sort of just hanging in there. Sky Striker, we'll have to wait and see about the fate of that deck. Every time Konami has done something to that deck, it has been resilient and remained in the meta. So who knows what's going to happen with Sky Strikers? I think personally that is going to be a tier 2 deck. It might actually not be that good, but we'll see. Burning Abyss is in a very good position because they got 2 tour guide now. But we also just got a lot of generically good tools back. But we also lost a lot of good generic tools, like Into the Void. But that makes sense because it was being played in virtually every single deck ever. So, thoughts on the list? Like I said, it's just pretty good. It's really insane. I think it's really mega unpacking. So let's just call it there. Anyway, this has been All Things Entertaining. Signing out. Tell me what you guys think about this list, by the way.